Hello guys, welcome back to the universe of tech Hub. In this tutorial, we will learn about functions. Functions in JavaScript. First, we know about what is function, why we need to use function in JavaScript or any other programming language. A function is a reusable block of code that performs as a specific task. It allows to a group code together. So we can execute it whenever we need it without rewriting it. The purpose of function is help in organizing a code and making it more readable and reducing redundancy. This is the purpose of functions. A function is a reusable block of code that performs a specific task. It allows us to group code together so we can execute it whenever we need it without rewriting it. The function helps in organizing a code, making it more readable and reducing redundancy. This is what is function and the purpose of functions. Next, we move on to the basic structures of function. The basic structure of function is like the function name, and passing some parameters and open braces and close braces. This is the basic structures of functions. Next, we move on to the parameters and arguments. If we're coming into the parameters and argument, parameters are placeholders in the function definition. Describe how arguments are the actual values passed to the function when it is called. How arguments are the actual values passed to the function when it is called. This is what is arguments. The parameters are placeholders in the function definition. Function greet user. The function name is greet user. The parameter is name. Open braces and close braces. Inside that open braces, console.log hello, close double quotes plus name. Name is the parameter, right? It returns the hello something name. The greet username is allies. Something I give. Hello allies it gives. This is what is parameters and arguments. Next, we coming into the return values. Explain that functions can return values using the return statements function add a comma b. The function name is add. The parameters are a and b. Open braces return a plus b. Like close braces, let sum equals to add 5 comma 3 console.log sum. The output is 8, right? This is what is written values. It returns the values, that's it. uh, Using return statements. Next one is function expression. Move on to the function expression. The function can also be defined as expressions and assigned to a variables. Like constant is a variable, multiply is a one variable expression name, right? Function of x comma y, it returns the return x into y. The multiply means x into y, right? So we need next we need to print it console.log multiply 4 comma 5. It returns the output 20. 4 into 5 is 20. That's it. This is how function expression works. Next we move on to the arrow functions. In the arrow function, in arrow function as a more concise way to write a functions, especially useful in modern JavaScript ES6. Like in constant is a variable, divide equals to a comma b, arrows keys, open braces return a divided by b. The output is like what we give the value, it returns, that's it. In coming we shows one example to show how it works. In next we move on to the higher order function. Like explain that higher order functions are the takes that can take other function as an argument or return them. Explain in give examples, and that's it. Next we move to the scope and closures. the concept of which determines the visibility of variables. It determines the visibility of variables and introduce the closures as a function that remember the environment in which they are created. What is scope means? The scopes which determines the visibility of variables. What is scope means? The closure means introduce the closures as a functions that remembers the environment in which they were created. That's it. Showing on examples too how it works. That's it. Like in real world, like for example, just one I'm taking one example, like just like a recipe tells you how to make a dish, a function tells the computer how to perform a specific task. These are the example for the functions. This is all about function. I'm taking one examples to show all these things, like how basic structures is look like, and also parameter and using a parameters and arguments how it works, and what how return statements are works, and function expressions are works, and arrow functions when we need to use arrow functions, high order functions, scope and closures. All these are things are discussed how we how it works, to show how it works. Like first, I show how basic structure of function it look like. Like function. This the function name. In this place, you need to write function name of the function name. In these braces, we need to pass the parameters and open braces or write code something like this. This is the basic structure of the function. It looks like this function. Next, I showing next using the parameters and arguments to define a function. I'm taking one function. The function greet user, like I'm passing a parameter as a name, and within these braces I need to print. In these braces, I need to print console.log hello. Uh, that's it. After ending that statement, end with semicolon. Next, we need to close these braces. I'm calling a function greet user. That function greet user. Instead of this, in the name place, I gave name like something alias. This is how we need to use the function parameters and arguments in function. I need to save this and run this code. Function.js. Hello, alias. This is our output. How we need to use the parameters and arguments in this example. We need next we move on to the how function returns the values. Taking one example, function like add. Inside this, I'm passing some parameters and we need to add some values. It takes the two parameters or three parameters, somewhat or more, something like that. I take two parameters a comma b as the parameters. Open braces. Return. It returns the a plus b. In the return statement, it just return the values. That's it. That is the keyword. Let sum equals to add. I'm passing instead of parameter, I'm passing value to this, like 2 comma 3. I'm passing like I save this prints, right, console.log sum. So in this, what it prints? It prints this at 2 comma 3. 2 comma 3 means 5, right? So I need to save this and run this code, like we get 5. Next, we move on to the how we need to use function expression. The function can also be defined as the expressions and assigned to a variable. This is how function expression. I'm taking one example to show constant is a keyword. Constant is a keyword. The multiply, I'm taking multiply as a expression equals to function x comma y. This is the example. It returns x into y, right? The multiply means x into y, add means x plus y, subtraction means x minus y. That's it. This is x into y. End with semicolon and it prints closing braces console.log multiply comma 5. Taking two values because we declare in the parameter section two values. We are multiplying some values. It is like two functions or using it two values, three values, four values like that. So I need to take two values in these. The output of this is 4 into 5 is 20, right? I need to save this and run this code at 20. Now it returns, this is the expression, it returns the multiply with 4 into 5. This is how expressions works in a function. Next we move on to the arrow function. In Reactors, we need to use the arrow functions as a more concise way to write up functions, especially useful in modern JavaScripts. ES6, we need to use in arrow function in this. I'm taking one. I'm taking keyword. Constant is a keyword. Constant divide. Constant divide. A comma B arrow. This is the arrow function symbol. Actually, the arrow function symbol. Open braces. Inside this, we need to write return A divided by B semicolon. That's it. I need to save this and run this code. We need to get nothing, right? So we need to add console.log like 0.66. Like I'm adding, giving some 7 this and run this. It give 2.33. Like I'm giving 8 or 9. I'm giving 9. It shows like 3, right? Yes. We need to get this. How arrow functions works like this. Next, we move on to the how higher order functions works. Higher order functions are functions that can take other functions as a arguments or return them. This is how higher order function. The function, taking one example to show the function. mm, the function apply operation like a comma b comma operation. Open braces. It returns operation comma b comma b, right? Let's close the braces and I'm taking on keyword constant result and operation apply operation 5 comma 3 comma add console dot log result. Save this and run this. Like it returns nothing, right? So b comma operation. Yes, need to save this and run it. Running the operations, it calls the operations like it takes a and b, right? So instead of x and y, it takes a and b. The 5 comma 3, it adds. We run this 8, like 5 plus 3 is 8, 5 minus 3 is 2, and 5 into 3 is 15, and 5 divided by 3 is 1.66. This is the result for higher order function. How it works. Next, this is all about function. This is all about the function concepts. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment in this video. Thank you for watching.